All right, so today I want to talk about calories again. I've been kind of beating this calorie drum here the last few weeks because I really want to drill into people's head just how important your caloric intake is for your overall results. No matter what your goal is, whether it's to gain muscle, lose fat, most people want to lose fat, but calories matter and they matter a lot. I said in one of my videos that you can burn body fat by being in a caloric deficit, even if your food quality is not great, which is true, but if your food quality is not great, it makes it really, really, really hard to do that. And I'll tell you why. So let's talk about maybe the average day in somebody's life. Again, I'm not going to make this a day of complete debauchery where they're just eating, off the rails. They're eating pizza and Wendy's and McDonald's, and just an average day that in somebody's life where a little mix of maybe not so great food, a mix of some healthier foods, or so we think, and just how quickly these calories can add up, and just how quickly we can be in a caloric surplus instead of a caloric deficit and completely derail our fat loss efforts, okay? So let's break it down a little bit. So a lot of people like to start their day with Starbucks, right? So some Starbucks drinks have 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 calories. Let's be conservative and say we get a latte, non-fat, whatever goes in those things, and we're gonna keep it about 200 calories, okay? So we start our day with a 200 calorie drink, which by the way offers no nutritional value. It doesn't fill you up. It tastes good. It makes you feel good. It wakes you up a little bit. But, and I'm not banging on it. If you love it, great. But it's still 200 calories to start our day. All right. And then we run through Chick-fil-A because we're in a hurry and we get a chicken biscuit and hash browns. Okay. That alone right there is 700 calories. That meal alone is 700. So if you have the Starbucks and you have the Chick-fil-A, for a lot of ladies, that is half your day of calories already gone by 8 a.m. Okay? Just because of how densely caloric these two things are. All right? So let's say that we know we had the Chick-fil-A, maybe not the healthiest choice. So let's go to Panera and let's have a Greek salad for lunch, or any kind of salad, but let's use a Greek salad as an example. Now you're at 600 calories, okay, for that one meal. So combine that, we're at 1,500 calories. For some ladies, that's your entire day. You cannot have another bite of food that day if you want to burn body fat, okay? Now, we had lunch at noon. Let's say it's 3, 4 o'clock. We're hungry. Stomach's starting to growl a little bit. We want to have a snack, but let's be smart and let's have an apple and some natural peanut butter, okay? Not the worst thing in the world. So that has about 300 calories if you combine the two. Now we're at 1,800 calories. For most ladies, that's all you can have for the day if you want to burn body fat. Okay, any more than that, there's some ladies who train really hard. There's some ladies who have maybe faster metabolisms or carry more lean muscle or more active. They could do a little more, but for most women, that's about the most you can have if you want to burn body fat. Guys, we're getting close to our upper end here too. We're not there yet, but we're getting close, okay? We've yet to have dinner yet, and we've yet to have this, what I put a star here for, so I'm going to get to it in a minute. Dinner. Okay, let's say that we want to be conservative. The family wants some tacos and we go to a Mexican place, and you know what? We're going to skip the chips and salsa, which I know you don't do. Nobody does. Which, by the way, chips and salsa, the chips, if I remember correctly, I think 7 chips is 140 calories or something like that. Something ridiculous. I guarantee you're not eating 7 chips when you go to Mexican places. Probably more like 70 chips or let's say 30, 40 chips. Maybe you can have half a day of calories in chips and salsa when you go to these Mexican places. Something to think about too. But let's say we're going to skip that. We're just going to have 2 small tacos. Corn tortilla, whatever. 2 small tacos. Let the family have the other stuff, okay? Now we're at about 300 to 400 calories, okay? For ladies, we are now at 2,100 to 2,200, or for anybody we're at that. But for ladies, we're way in a surplus now, okay? Now we are above the calories we need to burn fat. Now we're in the area where we're going to gain fat, okay? Just that quickly, okay? And that's not that unreasonable of a day. What I have started here is the one non-negotiable for most women, and that is your wine. You still haven't had your wine yet, right? So 1 glass is about 140 calories. You probably have 2 most nights. So we're going to add another, let's say 250 to 300 calories here. So we're approaching 2,500 calories. 2,500 calories. A couple glasses of wine, just a couple small tacos, a healthy snack, a salad, some Chick-fil-A, and a Starbucks. That's how quickly your calories can add up and get completely out of control, especially when you're not careful with the quality of the food you eat. And the reason quality matters is, if I eliminate this Chick-fil-A here, and instead I eat 2 eggs at home, okay, and maybe some fruit with it, I take 700 calories down now to about 250, just by making that one little change, okay? Maybe I take the salad and only have half. Now we're down to 300. Maybe take the two glasses of wine, all right, and just have 1 glass. Okay, now I've eliminated another 140 calories. So I've eliminated about 800 calories already just by making those subtle changes. Okay, just by replacing an unhealthy meal with a healthy meal. If I eliminate the Starbucks and go with the black coffee, maybe about 80 calories or so, I'm taking another 120 off, okay? So the point is, food and the calories in food, even when we think they're healthy like a salad, can add up so incredibly quickly. And we do this day after day after day after day, and we wonder why we're gaining weight, okay? And maybe we have a day or two where we eat a little bit less, but that doesn't make up for the dozens and hundreds of days that you didn't eat in a deficit or didn't follow closely what you're eating. So the point I'm making is we got to pay attention to A, how many calories are in the food we eat, and B, how many of those foods we're eating in a day, and we got to track it and make sure we're at a deficit for many days in a row before we'll ever get traction enough to lose weight and burn body fat. And it doesn't have to be a miserable process. Notice as I'm making changes here, I didn't take away all your wine, okay? I didn't take away your tacos. I didn't say, okay, we got to go to grilled chicken and broccoli every meal. That's the only way to lose body fat. No, you lose body fat by being in a deficit, period. But getting there is a whole lot easier when you eat healthy because you can eat more food. And if I wake up every day and I eat 3 pieces of pizza, or say I had that for dinner and have Chick-fil-A for breakfast, that's about all the food I can have in a day. So I'm going to feel like crap. I'm going to have no energy. It's going to be miserable. But when I replace that unhealthy food with healthy food, I can have more of it. I'm less hungry. I have more energy. I'm more likely to go move more, which we is a big deal when you're trying to lose weight. So we got to watch the calories. We got to track them. We got to know what we're putting in our bodies. We got to do it over the long haul and lose the weight, okay? And the best way to do that is through the healthiest food possible, with a little bit of the good stuff sprinkled in too, which I'm not against, okay? So hope that makes some sense. I just want you to pay attention to the calories you're eating because I guarantee you're not, and I guarantee you're underestimating the calories that are in the foods you eat. And that's across the board, okay? So hope that makes some sense. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. My email is furyfitness.jason@gmail.com. Check out our boot camps. We do 2 free weeks if you want to come try that out. And by the way, when I work with you, I do all this with you if you want, okay? So we can map it out and see exactly how many calories you should be eating and a plan to get there. But if you want to come try it out for 2 weeks, check the website out, reach out to me, and we can get that scheduled as well. So talk soon. Hope that makes some sense. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye, guys.